Teresa Fallon from the Center for Russia-Europe-Asia Studies in Brussels. Good to have you with us. So many hiccups we just learned about in this report. In the final stretch, certainly, China's handling of the Uyghur minority, again in focus, its failure to comply with existing treaties, like the one with Australia. So from an EU perspective, why this rush now?
That's a great question. It is 7 years in the making, and we saw last year with Wang Yi's visit to Brussels in December, he said, we are a developing economy. It will be very difficult to make this agreement. So in 1 year, we've seen that statement stretch all the way to the finish line, which will be today. Why is this happening now? Well, Angela Merkel has made this her signature goal to get this pushed through during her EU rotating presidency, which concludes tomorrow. So this is her final chance to get this through. And as you noted in your program, that the optics on this are really bad, because we've seen a year with obfuscation on COVID-19, tensions in the South China Sea, troubles on the Indian border. You noted problems with Australia, China not keeping their agreements, and it almost feels like a reward to Beijing for their bad behavior. Last week, we saw a German ambassador to the UN was leaving, and the Chinese said, good riddance. So it doesn't seem that there's anything that China can do that will upset anyone. This deal seemed so important that nothing seemed to sideline it.
And why? Why is it so important? I mean, what are those huge perks that make all of that worthwhile?
I think there's a lot of smoke here. When we finally see the real deal, we might be far more disappointed than what's actually been promised. China has everything they want in Europe. Europe is open for investment, but the Europeans have been the demandeur. They have been asking for more market access in China. And clearly, after COVID-19 post-economic landscape, it will be that people are worried about growth. So the three major issues they want are a level playing field, stopping forced technology transfer, and also this idea of investment guarantees. But that's not what the Europeans got. They didn't get the investment guarantees that they wanted. It is called the Comprehensive Agreement on Investment, and that's one of the key asks that the Europeans didn't get. The other issue that was made clear by the European Parliament was that they would block this because of the forced labor issues in regard to Xinjiang and the Uyghurs. And the language is so weak in the agreement, it's very easy for anyone for Beijing to get out of it, because the International Labor Organization, China has agreed to kind of work towards this goal. But there are no snapbacks, there are no ways to enforce any of these mechanisms.
All right, Teresa Fallon there from the Center for Russia-Europe-Asia Studies in Brussels. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
Thank you.